What's up, Raquel?
Hi, greetings.
Hey. So we want to ask you some questions today about what we call the journey to the sun and moon. The first aspect of that is the heart circle vortex. Recently, we did a heart circle vortex at your place.
Yes.
Can you let us know how that experience went, specifically that one? And then also you've done more than one.
Yes.
So if you could share anything from previous ones that stood out for you as well.
Okay. I'll start with the heart circle vortex that happened at my place in last month.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. It was a group of, I would say, about 6 women, and Jay and Jason as well. And a lot of healing took place. You know, people released past traumas. They released things that they did not know existed or that was still there in their psyche and in their heart, things that they were holding on to that no longer served them, no longer needed those things anymore. Personally, I received a breakthrough as well. I cried, I laughed again. And it was just an amazing experience. I think many people that report on this experience don't really have the words to describe it, because it's not something that you can describe in words. You'd have to experience it to really get the full effect and know the changes that it can happen within your psyche, within your heart, and ultimately within your life.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you did the previous vortexes, I know you were there for the first one we did, like, you know, the experimental one.
Yes.
Right? How was that one for you? And I think you did at least one other one.
Yeah, the first one, I was very nervous, like any first activity that I partake. But I felt safe. I felt safe enough to be vulnerable. I felt courageous enough to let go, and I felt empowered afterwards. Things that I did not let go during the session, I was able to come out and say, okay, you no longer serve me, you know, let's take a break on this, you know. I think my voice grew more, as well as my heart, my level of compassion. I work with children, so I get to see the childlikeness every day. And for me, that just grew. It just grew more. Each group contributes to the session in a way unique to their own. And it's just a wonderful experience to go through.
Okay. So you also have been to the shamanic dance rebirth,
Yes.
which is a new thing that we're bringing to the table. And you've been to the shamanic dance party. And we also had an impromptu shamanic dance session after Vortex one day. So how was your experience at the rebirth and then the other shamanic dance experiences as well?
Yeah, so the experience at the rebirth was transcendental. Is that a word?
That is a word. I'll take that. I'll take that word.
You know, it went beyond time and space. You felt safe as a woman. You know, you felt, again, that's a common thing that I will repeat. I felt safe enough to be vulnerable. The dances are sensual, but it does not lead to, I guess, inappropriate behavior or inappropriate practices or anything like that. It was amazing. It was amazing. You get to release and surrender into the masculine and feminine principles within yourself, while still allowing that sisterhood. Because a part of the shamanic dance rebirth, you have different activities. I think maybe 4 different practices that you engage, and one of the practices you're holding another sister, and that created more of a special bond between that woman and myself, and that was a great experience for me and for all of the women present. So I think it's amazing. It's amazing. I'll speak on the shamanic dance party at the Reascension retreat. Again, that was something that nobody was expecting, and we didn't know like what we were getting ourselves into, but we felt safe enough to try, and that was a fun experience. You know, you're not just dancing with Jay or Jason or another male. My brother was there as well, but you're dancing with other women, and you get to see the masculine and feminine principles within each other of the same gender. So it was nice.
Yeah. Okay. And then we had this I would say impromptu session.
Yes, yes, because one of the sisters could not make it on the next day, so we had the impromptu session, and that was a nice piece as an introduction to the rebirth. I had a dream the same night of the Heart Vortex and impromptu dance session, and the dream basically spoke about me breaking karmic patterns for the better and turning karmic patterns into good experiences. So this transcends the physical body and the physical aspect of it. It's an energetic process that's going on that you may not be able to see, but you can feel and definitely see within your life based on the way you interact with people, the way you experience others, and the way people experience yourself. Because you're now a more balanced being, so you're going into the world with that mindset and perspective, and you will receive that as well.
Yeah, sure. So let me ask this. After that weekend, because that's a lot of energy, did you still feel it throughout the week?
Yes, absolutely. I think for the full week, I was able to still be on a high, so to speak. And I was doing a fruit fast at the time. So all of that combination, just revving up my energy, carried out through the week. I'd say probably about a week and a half. You know,
wow.
I was still on the high, so it was good because when you're high, you're also being tested by the universe, right? So I was able to see the theater of infinity being played out right in front of me. So it was all interesting and taking mental notes, but still, as Jay says, being a witness to the process.